Hi, everybody. This is Lowell, and we're talking about how to start a music school. And in particular, um, this next section I wanted to talk about is how do you empower your teachers, or what is your relationship and role with the teachers that are working for you. If you're just a private teacher yourself, you have your own studio. You basically have self-control. You can decide whatever you want to do, whatever attitude you want to have, and it's just all within your own court. And when you start scaling out from that to building a music school where you have other people that are employed under you, um, then what is your proper relationship with those? And this kind of ties together with leadership, but it's actually at a different level. And that is, what are you, certainly you're going to teach your students, but my role and the way I see myself as uh, basically the head of the organization is, what can I do to add value to the people who are working for me? They're the ones that are doing the teaching. The student is getting the end result, but my focus is not so much on the student as much as it is on the teacher. And so my question to myself is, how can I make it better for that teacher? And I wanted to read something from this book to you by David Marquette called "Turn This Ship Around." And I thought it was a very powerful statement. It says, the first step in changing the genetic code of any organization or system is delegating control or decision-making authority as much as is comfortable, and then adding a pinch more. This isn't an empowerment program. You can't direct empowerment programs. Directed empowerment programs are flawed because they are predicated on this assumption: I have the authority and ability to empower you, and I don't. Fundamentally, that's disempowering. So the idea is not that that I'm such a great musician and leader that I'm just going to uh, wave my magic wand over you and make you so much better just because of my presence. That's really not the point. The point is that inside of each teacher there's a uniqueness, and what I want to do is basically, as much as possible, get out of the way of that uniqueness functioning. And so I'm not going to micromanage my teachers. Now, there are certain things that I desire for them to make sure that are happening. So basically some guide rules. We do want our students to all learn how to read notation. We want our students to have a good, well-rounded ability to play their instrument as well as participate in ensembles. These are some basic values of the organization, but I'm not going to tell the drummer how to teach the student how to hold the stick. I'm not going to tell the teacher how to organize the structure and the flow of their lessons. And so, what I can do is try to create a framework that sets up the teacher in a way that maximizes what they're able to give. And so my relationship with them is one of, I'm going to give them what I can give them. And I'm going to, I have a certain uniqueness, and I have certain understandings and wisdom in certain areas. And so how can I give what I have to them to make their lives better? But also, more importantly, how can I basically release them into, and a lot of that has to do with simply giving them affirmation, and a lot of times people are insecure, even in their teaching, and if the teacher is insecure, then the student will get that insecurity. And so for me to find the unique strengths, this goes back to the very first video in this whole series that I did, is to see the value in people and to see the unique contributions that they add. And so if you can identify the unique strengths in your teachers, then you can help unlock those and encourage them. A lot of times they can't see their own uniquenesses, but you can encourage them. It's like, wow, you're really gifted at very detailed work, or you are so gifted in inspiring the student to have a love for music, or you're such a great performer and you can demonstrate so well. Um, just various things. Each person's going to have their strengths that you can augment, that you can amplify. And so this first part of the next series is essentially to believe in your teachers, and how can you um, give them what's going to be freeing to them, to where they can teach and be the fullness of the good selves that they are.